matches.
Have you ever had to wrestle on an injury? It's almost like doing stand-up comedy. If, like, let's say your girlfriend broke up with you, or you're accused of, but you still have to go up on stage and give them your all.
Lee's just being very specific to his career.
So there was a couple of times
that I was accused of.
I fortunately have never. Someone tried to claim I like sexually was inappropriate with someone, and everyone else laughed at them and said that's bullshit. Dude, I lost my virginity like 2 months before I was 28.
Oh,
Like I was so autistic focused on wrestling, I didn't have enough time to fuck.
Did you get laid through the wrestling?
No, but like
in the middle of a match. Just I'm
Sorry.
winning.
I'm sorry, Alexander. What was his name?
Josh Alexander.
I'm sorry, I just came.
I will say there was one time, I think the first time we wrestled for like 30 minutes at like the 22-minute mark, he gave me a superplex. And I just went, I definitely pissed myself.
Oh,
and I
shit.
looked down and luckily I was wearing dark gear and there was already like sweat on the mat.
But
I'm
you
like,
knew you pissed.
what?
You knew you pissed, for sure?
100%.
I've heard of that where wrestlers, like a lot of wrestlers, apparently like shit their ass.
Oh my
during
God,
matches.
so many people have wrestled on food poisoning. I want to say Stone Cold did it with like Yokozuna once, and just like I've puked a few times in my matches because I wrestled with like food poisoning.
Yeah.
The most like I prioritized wrestling over myself, which is why I'm taking the break this year, was so my dad died on a Sunday, and I was driving back from a show in Montreal the night before, and the show gets canceled because, funnily enough, it's the night. The show gets canceled because the ticket sales weren't there.
Yeah.
And I find my dad dead, and I still had a show in Barrie like the next Saturday, and I'm like, this is the only wrestling match I'm wrestling is Brendan Caulfield. I went like came out to Garth Brooks, left with a different Garth Brooks song, posed as The Undertaker, Stone Cold, Triple H, and The Rock on the corners on my entrances, and I've used there was another time my dog got had to get a blood transfusion, so I didn't know she was alive or dead. I put the phone down. I wrestle a match. Luckily, like one of my best friends in the match was in the match, and I was just like, I needed this distraction because if I'm just home and my dog's dying or is in surgery, like it doesn't help me. But then I'm also dumb enough that I wrestled during my sister's wedding once.
You know, it's a weird irony. His dad was the same blood type as his dog.
Are you proud or do you hate yourself right now? Because I don't want any shame. I don't want any shame.
Same blood type.
I never heard of a dog needing a blood transfusion. That's interesting. How did that happen? Did you have like a disease?
Maybe I just went to a vet that doesn't want to kill the pets. You know, we could save it. Or
Though, like, was he injured, or how did he need a blood transfusion? Is he a disease?
there was some sort of organ failure going on and then internal bleeding. So it's like they sewed that up, but also
They need to pump in
because
your
it's
blood.
also not like us
right.
of needing like a bunch of pints of blood.
What
Right.
dogs donate blood?
Only the best ones.
Yeah,
There was only like
dog,
one
right?
one vet hospital that did it. So
They're given chocolate chip cookies and they die after. Have you ever donated blood?
No, fuck that. No.
I've watched.
I've donated blood before.
Yeah.
I got punched in the mouth and spat it on them. Oh yeah.
I donated
gob.
blood because I just wanted to make sure my blood was clean.
It is a free AIDS test.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you donate blood, they'll let you know if there's something wrong.
That's what I was hoping for. I didn't make the appointment though. I'm too lazy to actually go donate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is when he was still a virgin. Just want to make sure I didn't get AIDS from another wrestler
Maybe my hand had AIDS and
during a hardcore match. Yeah. I don't know.
You get AIDS from getting covered in piss. What the fuck? That sucks. I don't want to know that.
I do want to know about you losing your virginity.
Oh yeah.
Only if you want to.
Yeah,
You can be
I've
vague.
talked about it on stage.
Oh yeah, you can be
It
vague.
lasted as long as a 3 count.
So what I heard before is if you're a good,
He acted like a jobber.
it started with me thinking wrestler in at the beginning,
Yeah,
but
wait, did you fake it?
I didn't. I was borderline raped, like 100%. But I wanted to lose the virginity, so I wasn't calling
Okay.
rape.
So yeah.
Laughing here. Come on. Just say raped. I was raped.
I said
Remove the border.
borderline.
Can't have fun.
Okay, so
Like I drove to the border of Mexico. I didn't go to Mexico.
yeah, you just could see Juarez from far away.
Yeah.
So okay, what At a bar?
So it's pandemic time because it took a whole worldwide closure to finally get someone to be like, okay, I'll give you a shot.
Sure.
And so it was a trans girl too.
Does that count?
Yeah, of course.
Penetration.
Yeah, no, it counts.
But it counts as it's like
I did end up fucking a real pussy.
I'm
later on.
traditional. I'm a traditional man.
It doesn't
yeah,
count.
that's just hanging out with your bros, dude.
Hey, you got a wig here. Put this on.
Yeah, if that counts, and I lost my virginity at 12.
That's basically still wrestling.
So what happened is we find like some random bridge, and I thought this was like a
What?
He
It
fucked a
happened in
bridge
public,
troll,
too.
is what he's
This
saying.
is also I think I can only come if I fuck in public now. Like
Oh,
I got
shit.
like some weird ejaculation dysfunction because we fucked so much in like my van and in fucking parks during the time that now I'm like, oh shit. But I'm also team no babies, hence trans girls, not connected to fallopian tubes. So what happened though was I'm making out with her and
We are better.
Yeah.
We're way better.
Men or trans?
Men.
Oh,
And
men.
then men are men. Trans are men, women. You know, like
Yeah, the best.
male women.
Yeah.
So,
They're male women.
They're better.
Anyway,
so what happened?
Biological creatures.
So what
they're
happened
like
is
satyrs.
we're making out, she's straddling me, and then I think like, oh, I could take a bump right now and fall on my back, not a cocaine bump, a wrestling bump of falling down. So I do
The
that.
bump in her pants.
So I
Take a
didn't-
bump in my mouth.
So I didn't.
A bump in my ass.
Sorry, Brad.
I didn't tell her what I was planning. So when you just fall without telling someone I'm planning on falling, they think you fell.
Right.
So she's like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "No, it's okay." We start making out. She pulls down my pants. I'm getting my dick sucked. I'm looking up at the moon. I'm like, "Finally!" And then I feel a tightness. I'm like, "Oh,
She turned
okay."
into a woman.
So you didn't.
Werewolf.
The clouds like move away from the moon.
Yeah. Starts
The thriller starts.